Welcome the anointed ones. The devil may be powerful, but even his hands tremble when it comes to the chosen ones. Think about that for a second. While most people live in constant fear of dark forces, here's a fact that'll keep you up for all the right reasons. If you're truly chosen, not even the top demon can lay a finger on you. Why? Because your destiny isn't just any ordinary fate. It's sealed with divine protection, an unbreakable force field that makes even the darkest spirits say, "No thanks, not today." You ever wonder why, despite all the chaos around you, you keep rising? That's not luck. That's God giving you a front row seat to watch your enemies scramble in defeat. And let me tell you, the look on their faces when they realize they can't touch you, priceless. At number 1, your soul vibrates on a frequency demons can't perceive. Chosen ones operate on a completely different level of existence, one that dark forces can't even comprehend. It's like trying to tune into a radio station that doesn't exist on their frequency. Demons and malevolent entities are stuck in lower vibrations, feeding off fear, doubt, and negativity. But the energy of a chosen one? It's something they can't touch, let alone understand. Your soul vibrates at a frequency so high that demons can't even find you, much less get close enough to cause harm. Think of it this way: you're operating in a realm they simply can't access. They might attempt to mess with the average person, but with chosen ones, there's an impenetrable wall of spiritual energy. It's not even about defense, it's that they can't get a grip on your essence. To them, you're a walking enigma, a beacon of light they can't dim. That's why their attacks seem to bounce off without even scratching the surface. You've been marked, not just for protection, but for elevation, out of their reach entirely. This energy difference doesn't just confuse them, it scares them. They thrive in darkness, in the shadows of ignorance and fear. But your very existence as a chosen one is a bright, glaring spotlight. It's not just about being protected, it's about being so far beyond their grasp that they can't even begin to comprehend your true power. They don't know how to fight what they can't perceive, so they avoid you, powerless and baffled. In their world, you're an untouchable mystery. Number 2, God's contract over your life is non-negotiable. Your destiny was decided long before any dark force could even think about interfering. The truth is, no demon, no enemy, no force, no matter how powerful, can rewrite what God has already sealed. Think of it as a contract with your life written in divine ink, and there's no clause for modification, cancellation, or interference. God's will over your life is non-negotiable, and that's why you're untouchable. Dark forces might try to attack or distract you, but it's all in vain because the outcome has already been decided. You were chosen for a purpose, and that purpose comes with unbreakable protection. Every move you make is aligned with a divine plan that has been locked in place since before you were born. Demons and negative energies may try to derail you, but they're fighting a battle that was lost from the start. Your protection isn't a reaction to attacks. It's a guarantee that no attack can change your fate. What's even more powerful is that this divine contract over your life was written not just to protect you, but to elevate you. Every attempt to harm you gets absorbed into that contract, only making your destiny even stronger and more secure. It's like their energy gets recycled into your growth. They try to push you down, but it only ends up pushing you closer to where you're supposed to be. This isn't about luck or chance. It's about divine authority over your life, a kind of protection that goes beyond what we can see or understand. Dark forces know it and they fear it. They can't touch you because your destiny has already been sealed by a higher power that no demon can ever overrule. Number 3, demons. Fear your awareness of their manipulations. The moment you become aware of how dark forces operate, their power over you is shattered. Demons, negative energies, whatever you want to call them, rely on manipulation and deceit to get control. They thrive on people being unaware, operating in the shadows, where their tricks go unnoticed. But once you, as a chosen one, recognize the games they play, it's over for them. Their power comes from illusion, and the second you see through that illusion, they lose any grip they might have had on your life. It's not just protection that keeps them at bay. It's your awareness that neutralizes them. You understand their tactics, fear, confusion, doubt. These forces try to plant seeds of negativity in your mind, hoping you'll water them with your own energy. But once you're aware of how they work, those seeds can't grow. They can't manipulate what you already know. You're no longer a pawn in their game because you refuse to play by their rules. This awareness isn't just a shield, it's a sword. You cut through their illusions with every thought that's aligned with truth and light. Demons fear chosen ones not just because of the divine protection they carry, but because chosen ones see through the lies. It's like having a superpower. Their entire strategy falls apart when exposed. They can't control what they can't deceive. The real reason dark forces fear you isn't just that you're protected, it's because you know exactly what they're up to. They're terrified of your awareness, because once you're wise to their games, they've got nothing left. They become powerless, and you walk through life untouchable, not because you're shielded, but because you see the truth. And that truth, it sends them running. Number 4. The battle was over before it began. The battle was over before it even started. From the moment you were chosen, your victory was guaranteed. Demons and dark forces may have made plans, set traps, and prepared to attack. But what they didn't realize is that you had already won. Your destiny was sealed in a way that no power, no matter how sinister or strategic, could alter. Every move they make is futile because the outcome has been determined from the very beginning. Think about it. The enemy spends so much time trying to come at you, but they're playing a losing game. They put in the effort to create chaos and confusion, but nothing sticks. Every plan they come up with fails before it even gets off the ground. It's almost like they're running in circles trying to attack someone who's already beyond their reach. Why? Because your life is tied to a divine purpose that they can't touch. The funny part is, they don't even realize they've lost until they try to move against you. Every time they attempt to strike, they're reminded that their efforts are pointless. You're protected by forces that are way above their pay grade. It's like they're throwing punches at thin air. Nothing they do can ever reach you because God's plan for you was solidified long before they even thought to interfere. Your purpose, your path, and your victory were all locked in place before any attack could be launched. Dark forces can try all they want, but the battle isn't even a contest. They're fighting a war that was lost before it started, and that's what makes you truly untouchable. The fact that your destiny has already been written and no demon can change the ending. Number 5. Demons can't thrive in the presence of true authority. Demons can't survive in the presence of true authority. It's not just that they avoid you. They can't handle being anywhere near you because of the power you carry. As a chosen one, you don't just walk around protected. You walk with a level of spiritual authority that makes dark forces scatter the moment you show up. It's like you carry a force field, but it's even stronger than that. It's an undeniable presence, something so powerful that demons don't just avoid it, they fear it. Dark forces thrive in places where there's chaos, fear, and confusion, but the moment someone with divine authority steps into the picture, it's game over. They can't thrive in that space anymore. When you carry that kind of authority, you don't even need to fight them off. They flee on their own. It's like they're allergic to the energy you bring. Here's the thing, they can sense it the second you come around. They know who you are and what you carry, and that's why they don't even bother trying to mess with you directly. It's not just that you're protected, it's that you represent a power far beyond anything they can handle. They know that trying to come against you is like walking into a fight they can't win. It's not just protection, it's dominance. You don't just survive in the presence of dark forces, you disrupt them. They know they can't take you on because the authority you have isn't something they can challenge. It's given to you by a higher power, and that power commands respect. So they keep their distance, not because they want to, but because they have no choice. They can't thrive in the presence of someone who carries the light of true authority. Number 6. Your energy is a divine firewall. Demons feed on fear. It's their favorite tool, their go-to tactic for gaining control over people's lives. They know that if they can make you afraid, they can manipulate you. Fear causes hesitation, doubt, and a sense of powerlessness, exactly what dark forces want you to feel. But here's the thing. Chosen ones don't operate in fear. You've been set apart, and because of that, fear doesn't have a place in your life. When a chosen one shows up, that fear that demons rely on vanishes. It's not that you don't face scary situations, but fear doesn't rule you. You move through life with a different mindset, one grounded in faith and confidence that your path is guided by something much greater than the threats that surround you. Fear might knock on the door, but it never gets invited in. This is what makes you untouchable. Demons can't get a foothold in your life because you're not reacting with fear, you're acting with purpose. They try to stir up anxiety, doubt, and confusion. But when they see that you're unshaken, they lose their grip. Their whole strategy falls apart. They thrive on people running scared, making irrational decisions or losing hope. But when they look at you, they see someone walking with certainty, someone who isn't easily rattled. Fear might be a powerful weapon in their arsenal, but it's completely useless against someone like you. They know it too. The more you show that you're not controlled by fear, the more powerless they become. In the end, demons can't touch someone who's grounded in faith, clarity, and inner strength. They realize it's a losing battle and they have no choice but to retreat. Number 7, the fear in their eyes is real. Chosen ones aren't just protected from dark forces, they actively confuse them. Demons and negative entities work off patterns, habits, and weaknesses. They study people, figuring out where they can exploit fear, insecurity, or doubt. But with chosen ones, it's a completely different game. You don't fit the mold, and that throws them off entirely. Your actions don't follow the script they're used to. Where most people fall into predictable cycles of fear or failure, you're moving on a higher plane, following divine guidance that they can't predict or control. It's like trying to play chess with someone who's playing a completely different game. They try to anticipate your moves, but nothing goes the way they expect. This confusion isn't just frustrating for them, it weakens them. Demons rely on their ability to predict behavior, to manipulate outcomes by pushing the right buttons. But when those buttons don't work on you, they're left scrambling. They're used to people reacting to fear, giving in to doubt, or being led by their insecurities. But you don't react the way they expect. Instead of falling into their traps, you keep moving forward, making decisions that come from a place of strength and purpose. The more they try to figure you out, the more confused they become. You don't give them anything to work with. Your thoughts, actions, and decisions are aligned with a purpose that they can't see or understand. It's like you're operating on a wavelength they can't even tune into. And that in itself is a form of protection. They can't manipulate what they can't predict. So while they're busy trying to make sense of who you are and what you're doing, you're already steps ahead, out of their reach, and untouchable. Number 8, your destiny is tied to a greater mission. Chosen ones have something special that sets them apart, a deep inner peace that demons can't touch. This peace isn't something that comes from having an easy life or avoiding challenges. In fact, chosen ones often face more struggles than most people. But the difference is, your peace isn't dependent on circumstances. It comes from within, from a connection to a higher power that grounds you no matter what's happening around you. Demons thrive on chaos. They stir up confusion, drama, and fear, hoping to pull people off balance. But when you have inner peace, all of their efforts fall flat. It's like trying to start a fire in the rain. It just won't catch. They can try to bring disorder into your life, but you remain steady. That kind of calm drives them crazy because they can't figure out how to shake you. While they're stirring the pot, expecting you to fall into panic or fear, you're walking through the storm like it's nothing. This peace doesn't just frustrate them, it weakens their hold. They can't gain control over someone who isn't reacting to their chaos. Their goal is to make you feel overwhelmed, to push you into a corner where fear and doubt take over. But when you stay grounded, none of that can touch you. They lose their grip because they can't manipulate someone who's anchored in peace. And here's the real kicker. The more they try to shake you, the stronger that peace becomes. Every attempt to throw you off balance only reinforces the fact that your peace is untouchable. It's not just protection, it's your greatest weapon. That calm, unshakable presence you carry is the very thing that keeps demons at bay, powerless to disturb your soul. Number 9. Your name is spoken in realms you can't see. When we say your name is spoken in realms you can't see, it's not just a poetic phrase, it's a serious warning to the forces that thrive in darkness. You might think your name is just a label that your parents chose or something that makes you unique in a world full of people, but it carries a weight far beyond what most can comprehend. Demonic forces know your name and recognize the divine authority attached to it. And let's be clear, they aren't just afraid of you, they're terrified of what happens when they mess with you. Imagine this. Demons huddled around their dark little conference table, clutching their coffee cups, discussing whether they should target you. They know your name is on some celestial list that comes with a huge red flag. It's like you have a neon sign over your head that reads, "Warning, touch at your own peril." Their risk assessment quickly shows that going after you could lead to an eternal game of hide and seek. They'll never win. Harming you isn't just a bad idea. It's practically a spiritual no-no that comes with consequences that make them rethink their career choices. They're not just dealing with a regular person, they're facing someone with divine backing. It's like trying to rob a bank that's been magically shielded. Good luck with that. They'd be better off sticking to scaring the unsuspecting or tapping into someone else's vulnerabilities. So while they might whisper your name in the shadows, it's out of fear and not in an attempt to invoke any power over you. The moment they even think about coming after you, they know they're signing up for spiritual suicide. The cosmic forces will remind them swiftly that your protection is as fierce as it is real, and they'd be better off looking for easier prey. Number 10. Your light exposes their darkness. Demons are like cockroaches that scurry for cover when the lights come on. They thrive in darkness, hiding in the corners of fear, doubt, and confusion. It's where they do their best work, manipulating situations and sowing seeds of chaos. But when chosen ones walk into the room, it's like flipping on a bright, glaring light. Suddenly, those little pests are exposed for what they are, powerless and pathetic. Your light is not just a metaphor, it's a powerful force that illuminates the very nature of their darkness. It's not that you're doing anything overtly dramatic. Simply by being your authentic self, you bring a clarity that exposes their tricks and deceit. They rely on the shadows to confuse and mislead people. But when you enter the picture, their smoke and mirrors dissolve. They can't hide behind their lies or their fear tactics anymore. You shine a light so bright that it renders their strategies ineffective. This exposure is terrifying for them. Imagine their shock when they realize their attempts to manipulate you are futile because your presence unmasks their game. They want to thrive in secrecy, pulling the strings from behind the scenes, but you're the spotlight that brings everything into focus. It's like they're trying to perform a magic trick, only to have you reveal the hidden trapdoor they were using. The top demon knows they can't touch you because they're fully aware that you bring the kind of exposure that breaks down their power. They may hiss and snarl in frustration, but deep down, they know they're just putting on a show. Your light doesn't just illuminate their darkness, it renders it completely powerless. You walk through life with a clarity that reveals their true nature, making it clear that the shadows have no hold over you. And when you shine that light, it's not just a personal victory, it's a cosmic reminder that darkness can never compete with the power of the light. Number 11. You're a walking rebuke to darkness. Your very existence is like a thunderclap in the stillness of the night, a bold declaration that darkness has no place here. Just by being who you are, you embody a living rebuke to everything that dark forces represent. It's as if your presence alone sends shivers down their spines, forcing them to confront the reality that they are not the ultimate authority in this world. You stand as a testament to light, love, and divine purpose, challenging everything they thrive on: fear, manipulation, and chaos. Think about it. Every time you take a breath, you're breathing life into hope and faith, countering the despair and hopelessness that demons want to cultivate. Your very essence sends a message that says, "I am here, and I refuse to be silenced." This audacity terrifies them, They can't touch you because they recognize that you carry something powerful within you. The ability to dismantle their influence with just a single thought aligned with God's will. Imagine the sheer panic in their ranks as they realize that they can't overpower someone whose very nature challenges their existence. It's not just your actions, but your thoughts and intentions that resonate with divine power. When you align your mind with God's purpose, it's like dropping a spiritual bomb in their midst, causing their carefully constructed networks of darkness to collapse. They know they're up against an unstoppable force, and that's why they avoid you at all costs. You aren't just another person walking through life. You are a living contradiction to the very fabric of darkness. The mere thought of engaging with you sends them into retreat. You don't need to shout or fight. Your existence alone is enough to send them scattering like roaches when the lights come on. They can't compete with the truth and light that you carry, and that is their greatest fear. By simply being you, you dismantle their power and remind them that they are ultimately powerless against the divine truth embodied in your life. Number 12, divine assignment means supernatural reinforcement. Your life is not just a journey, it's a divine assignment, one that comes with the kind of supernatural reinforcement most people can't even fathom. While others may feel alone in their struggles, you have angelic armies standing by your side, but don't get it twisted. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill guardians who show up for a quick pep talk. No, these are divine enforcers, ready to act on your behalf, with a purpose that goes far beyond mere protection. Imagine the power that comes with knowing that every step you take is bolstered by forces that exist beyond human understanding. You don't just have angels watching over you, you have a whole battalion committed to ensuring your path remains unobstructed, no matter the challenges you face. They're like cosmic bodyguards who don't just keep the bad stuff away. They actively work to clear obstacles from your path, making sure you can move forward with confidence and purpose. When you're on a mission as significant as yours, the universe aligns to support you in ways that can be downright miraculous. Think of them as spiritual bouncers at the club of life, making sure only the right vibes get through while keeping the negativity at bay. Their presence transforms your life into a tapestry woven with divine intervention, reinforcing your destiny with each passing moment. Every setback or struggle is met with an immediate response from this divine team. You might not see them, but they're actively at work, navigating the spiritual currents to keep you aligned with your true calling. When dark forces try to throw a wrench in your plans, these enforcers step in, turning what seemed like a roadblock into a mere speed bump. They ensure that you not only survive, but thrive, making every step you take part of a larger, beautifully orchestrated plan. So when life throws challenges your way, remember, you're not alone. You have the backing of celestial forces that refuse to let anything derail your destiny. You're walking in an extraordinary reality fortified by supernatural support, and that makes you a force to be reckoned with. The path may not always be easy, but with divine reinforcement, every obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth and triumph. As we reflect on the extraordinary truth of your divine assignment, it becomes clear that you are more than just a traveler on this earthly plane. You are a beacon of light, purpose, and unstoppable force. The challenges you face aren't merely obstacles. They are opportunities for the divine to showcase the power that resides within you. With angelic armies at your side, your path is not just protected, it is purposefully paved, reinforced by supernatural energies that respond to your every step. Every breath you take is a declaration of your resilience, a challenge to the darkness that seeks to encroach upon your destiny. You are a living testament to the idea that you are never alone in this journey. The universe itself conspires in your favor, ensuring that you remain aligned with your highest purpose. The darkness may whisper doubts and fears, but your light shines brighter than any shadow can withstand. Remember, you are a walking rebuke to negativity and chaos, a symbol of hope and strength in a world that often feels chaotic. Your existence challenges the very fabric of darkness, exposing its limitations and revealing the boundless possibilities that come from living in alignment with divine will. So as you move forward, carry this truth with you. You are not just destined for greatness. You are fortified by the very essence of divine love and power. Every step you take echoes in the realms unseen, reminding those dark forces that they are powerless against the light that you embody. Embrace your role as a chosen one, for the world needs your brilliance and the heavens celebrate your journey. Let your light shine, knowing that you are divinely reinforced, unbreakable, and unstoppable in your pursuit of purpose. If this video resonated with you and ignited a spark within, then it's time to take action. Don't just keep this powerful message to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of chosen ones. Here we delve deep into the extraordinary, exploring the divine truths that empower us all. Your journey deserves to be amplified, and subscribing ensures you never miss an enlightening moment. Like what you saw? Give us a thumbs up to show your support. Share this video with friends and family who need a little light in their lives. You never know whose path you might illuminate. And we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or even your favorite takeaway from this video. Together, let's create a space of inspiration and connection. Your voice matters, and we're excited to hear it. Join us as we continue this incredible journey, shining our light brighter than ever before. Remember, you're not just a viewer, you're a vital part of this divine mission. Let's keep the momentum going.